Okay, what we've got here is chapter 9.3, input-output tables, and this is kind of what we've been talking about the last couple lessons. You've got input, and it's represented by an X, and you have your output, which is represented by a Y. And as you move along, they've got the function, which has a Y and an X. Y equals x plus 2. And we can see that whatever we do to x, we always add 2 and we get y. So we start out with numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we add 2 to them and we get outputs of, let's see, y equals 1 plus 2. That makes sense. And so y has to be 3. And y equals 2 plus 2, because x is 2 now. And that has to be 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. And each time we get that, 6 equals 4 plus 2. And this equation starts with our y equals x plus 2, and it turns into 6 equals 4 plus 2 as we add our number 4 and then find out that 6 is the answer. We have an input of 4 and an output of 6, and we're adding 2 each time. So the rule, there's usually a rule, is add 2. And that's really what it is. This is our table, but we've got some other ways to write a table. Looks like one of the ways they do it is kind of like this. Let's see if I can draw this correctly. Make it look kind of even. It can't be perfect ever, but we'll get it started. And then we have just a few little boxes here. Looks like I probably should have made the first one bigger because we don't need this many. And then come up here and write the input. So this is some completing input-output tables. This one, example A, is the input is 1 less, the output is 1 less than the input. And this is what you're going to be solving on your own papers. So they've got the x is the in, and the out is y, and then they give you the x values 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they want you to come up with the y values. The y is 1 less than the input, so the in is 2, that means the out is 1. In is 3, the out is 2. In is 4, the out is 3. And in is 5, the out is 4, and you can kind of see this just 1 less all the way through. And you could keep going with that. One of the other examples is the input is twice, the output is twice the input. And I'm going to show you a different kind of table. It's the T-chart that I like to use because it saves handwriting a little bit, saves the drawing of the boxes. It's also vertical, and so it turns into our points that we want to plot on a graph easily. So they say that the output is twice the output? Wow. The output has to be twice the input, I would think. So I kind of did that wrong. Change that to input. Output is twice the input, and the input they give you is 0, 3, 6, and 9. And so your output would be still 0, because 0 times 0, so this is like y equals 2x, twice the input. Hope that makes sense to you. So the input is 0, 2 times 0 is 0. The input is 3, 2 times 3 is 6. The input is 6, 2 times 6 is 12, and 2 times 9 is 18. And this gives us our table. Now we can draw the table horizontally the way they do in the book. Just doing this real quick. You've got in and out, and you have 0, 3, 6, 9, and then your 0, 6, 12, 18. Maybe that was kind of a waste because it's messy. I don't like messy. It gets messy enough, but I do want to go quickly. I know sometimes it's hard for you if I go too slow. And if I'm going too fast, it is okay to pause and rewind and all of those things. So either way, it ends up working. Okay. So this is our chart. Now this is the horizontal one. I prefer that T-chart because it's quicker. But this one is what the book use in the book, so I want to do this the most often. They use y equals x minus 1. This is the function. And the input is again x, and the output is again the y. So for the input, this time they give you the inputs 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you have to come up with the outputs. If you put in 2 here, 2 minus 1 is 1, so the output is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, 4 minus 1 is 3, 5 minus 1 is 4. And again, it looks pretty easy. Y equals x minus 1. You just have to plug that in. That's really what this whole lesson is about, and I think that you might find it super quick and easy, but then again, they're probably going to put a couple story problems in there that are tough, so you work on those, do your best.